Yeah, this is about 6 weeks.
Right, so let's have a look then. You get the measurements going on.
So you said I could do a measuring up, didn't you?
That looks amazing, mate. You wash anything else off?
Yeah, I washed off the 3D filter mat.
I wasn't expecting to do this, but now we're doing it.
Yep, 3D filter mat. Look at the results already, look. It's already starting to look better. Just imagine you didn't have this 3D filter pad.
Do this every week.
Yeah, every week.
Do you enjoy doing this part of the hobby as well?
Yeah, it's alright.
What's that? Is that stage 1 complete?
Yeah, that's stage 1 complete. Now it's time for stage 2.
So it's been beneficial to have it?
Yeah, it's beneficial, and I definitely recommend it to anyone else. You don't need any drum filters, nothing like that.
It's certainly coming out a bit dirty.
And this gives me a little arm workout as well.
Let me guess, you nicked that from me as well without me knowing.
No.
It's from Mountain Tree. And how have you been finding it?
Been working perfectly. You can just see the Benny on the Kahaku just coming in absolutely brilliantly.
Thank you, mother.
For the rabbits!
For the rabbits. Hello everyone, welcome back. James the Koi Whisperer.
And James Coyrus's son.
So today, coming up in this video, what I was planning...
Wait, instead of showing your pond, let's show my pond for once. Sounds better.
What, so I was planning to do a video and now you want to jump in and show your pond?
Yeah, pretty much.
Righto, we're going to do a little bit of a video about Jacob today and his pond and how everything's going. So stick around for this video. I wasn't expecting to do this, but now we're doing it. So then, Jakey boy, what did you want to do today?
Well, before we get into that, I just want to show you that you don't need all this fancy new equipment. You don't need any drum filters, nothing like that. Just look how happy my koi are in here, and look how big they're growing. Like, look at that Shiro. Look at the size of him now. He's growing huge.
Well, you are doing a fantastic job here, mate. I've got to admit, I've got to give credit where credit's due. What's your sort of weekly maintenance on your pond, or what are you doing on your pond at the moment?
So, obviously I'm feeding them.
Yeah.
And every week, a few times, I do a complete water change on it.
Do you want to run through how it's all done and some of the equipment that you're using?
Yep, let's just show. This is what some of the equipment I'm using. As you can see, it's 3D filter pad. Well, I put this at the top of my pond in the shower just to collect all that muck that gets put in there, and I can just take that out and replace it.
And how do you find it's been working?
It's been working brilliantly.
And can I just ask something? Where did you get that from?
Got it from the good old Mountain Tree.
But where did you get it from?
Oh yeah, I kind of just found it, you know.
What, you found it in my shed and you decided to use it?
Finders keepers.
Finders keepers, right then. So do you want to run through the routine? How do you start, what do you do, and run through how you do a water change?
Yeah, let's do it. So if I come over here, see all this equipment here, we've got to take this out of the way so that the window doesn't hit it, because we've got to drain that water out, and obviously we can't drain it on the floor.
How much water are you draining out each week?
You drain about 10-20% each week. I'll come this side. You see how there's a little hole here? That just allows you to grab these little planks out. And there he is, look, there's my filter.
So there's your pressure filter, and how have you been finding that one?
It's been working brilliantly as well.
Is it easy to use?
Yeah, it's very easy to use.
You're only 15, aren't you? Getting into the hobby, and you've learnt quite a bit this year, haven't you?
Yeah, I've learnt quite a bit. I'm literally running my own pond, and I'm 15, and I understand most of it.
That's your sort of waste pipe, is it?
Yeah, that's my waste pipe, because this will take out all that dirty water that's been building up, all that bad bacteria. These windows, see? See how I had to take all that stuff out, or the window would have hit it?
So that just gives you access to maintain your actual filter itself, yeah?
Yep. And so what we do with this pipe, we just put that outside, near the drain. If I flick this over there, water will start rushing out, and all I have to do is stir this as fast as I can, so that all that muck, and it just goes right out. Just quick flick. See how the water's already coming out?
You can really see how dirty and mucky that water is. I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but it's certainly coming out a bit dirty.
And this gives me a little arm workout as well.
Have you got a sort of mark in here, something that you monitor to get 10%?
So, well, I do about a rough sort of estimate, because it's not that difficult. You just go to a certain point, because you can see the top water level as where it's still a bit wet. So you can just keep on going till you reckon you're at about 10%, and it becomes a bit of a ribbon eventually.
So what else do you do then, Jake? Do you wash anything else off?
Yeah, I wash off the 3D filter mat, pads even. and the spiral filter mat.
So can you show the viewers how you do that and what it is in a minute?
Yep, I will show them very soon. Yep, stopped.
And then what do you do? Pack that away completely before you move on to the next job?
Yep.
Happy days. And I've noticed that the filter's back up and running. Is that normal?
Yep, that's perfectly normal.
What's that? Is that stage 1 complete?
Yep, that's stage 1 complete. Now it's time for stage 2, and stage 2 is filling it back up. So I need to go grab the hose.
To be fair, I'm very happy of how he's getting on with it, really. What are you doing out here then, Jakey boy?
Well, you know how I also take your filter stuff?
Yeah.
I'm also taking the hose.
So you take the water out of the dechlorinated system as well, do you?
Yep.
And that basically means that you don't have to use any dechlorinator when you're topping up, does it? Because with dechlorinated water, what does that do?
That's good for your fish, isn't it?
It's good for your fish, but it's also good for your...
filter. So I'm just putting the top of the hose in first, just so that when I put it on, the water doesn't get everywhere, so it's already in the pond ready.
And do you enjoy doing this part of the hobby as well?
Yeah, it's alright. It's actually quite nice too, because when it's filling up, it gives you time to do the other stuff you need to do. And if you get that quickly done, you can just watch your koi for a few minutes. So all we've got to do is see the water going into your pond, yeah? Well, that's going into my pond now. It'll take a few seconds just to run all the way through, but if you come see, might already be coming through.
Do you do a water test at all at the end of the day as well?
Yeah, I do, just to check everything's alright. My next step is to clean out my shower filter.
And what, do you clean the whole thing or just the top tray?
Just the top tray.
So what is the material you're using in the top of there?
The top tray is, if I remember correctly, is the 3D filter pads, and I believe we also have spiral mat in there as well.
That is correct, mate. So the 3D filter pad, that's this one here, that's from Mountain Tree. And how have you been finding it?
Been working perfectly.
Hey Jake, I thought you said you already finished out there, mate. I don't know why you said you were going to show people how to clean the shower filter.
Well, I always keep a bit of water that I've just recently took out just to clean out the filter.
Good idea, that is good. And the main reason, you know why the main reason that is, why you keep that water?
I'm not too sure, but I just know I've got to do it.
Right, so the main reason, mate, is that when you clean your sponges or your filters, it's always best to clean with the pond water that you take out. That's the main reason why I told you to do it when you first started. But I am glad that you're still doing it, mate. So that's a bonus. I'll give you that one.
So this is my 3D filter mat.
God, that really has caught a hell of a lot of muck, that has.
Yeah, so we're just letting it drip off real quick.
And is that both sides? It's gone through both sides like that?
Yep.
That looks like the top side of it. Christ, that has took out a hell of a lot of muck, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So what do you do with this now? Do you just rinse it, clean it, or do you chuck it away and put a new piece in?
Yeah, I rinse it and clean it.
Ideal, mate. You're going to show us how to do that?
Yep, I was just letting it drip off so the house doesn't get soaked.
And you go straight out in your bucket, do you?
Yep.
You bang your head on camera. Crack on out there then, son.
So, have a quick look here, look, before I start cleaning it. Look how clean that water is. Obviously, it's picked up a few specks already. But let's just show you how good this 3D filter mat is. All we do is a little bit like a sponge and just start squeezing it and mucking it around.
Go on then. And how long does it take to do? Does it take very long to do?
Not too long.
You can already see how much
look,
muck and dirt's coming
Look
off
at all that muck it's collected.
And how do you find that compared to the other filter floss that we used to use?
Oh, this is way better.
Is it way better,
Yeah.
is it? And how long have you had that piece running in the tank for now?
Quite a while now. Look at the results already, look. It's already starting to look better.
And does it take very long to do?
Not too long. Just like a sponge, just start cramping it, muck it around. Just look at that water though.
That's well surprising, isn't it? How clean that water was now compared to what it is now you've cleaned off all that muck. And how many times do you do it? Do you do it once or twice?
I do it twice.
You do it twice, do you?
Yeah. So Dad, check this out. So I'm just taking this out, and while you're in there, I'm going to need you to get a new bucket, because look at that.
I'll tell you what, mate, that is absolutely filthy, isn't it?
Yeah.
You want me to get you another bucket just to give that another rinse, yeah?
Yes, please. Just look at the dirt coming off of that.
Right, so I've been told he wants half a bucket of water from the pond just to give it a final rinse. There's that one, son.
Thank you.
see he's next to the rabbit there, boy, isn't he?
Yeah. Thank your mother for the rabbits.
Thank your mother for the 3D filter pad.
Yeah. You can already tell there's still a bit of muck on there, but you couldn't clean it more than in that other bucket because it was just picking it back up.
You all done then, mate?
Yep, all done.
So what's the main reason why you like doing it 2 times?
Just to get all that extra stuff that's still on it, just to get it off. Dad, can you just quickly lean over so that I can, because I can't reach over there. How's that looking?
Yeah, to be fair, mate, the spiral filter mat's looking really, really clean. I don't think you'll have to touch that this week.
No.
So what do you do? Just take that out every week or every 2 weeks?
Every 2 weeks I take it out.
What, so you just take out the 3D filter pad every week, but
Yep.
you take out the spiral filter mat every...
2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks, cool.
Just imagine you didn't have this 3D filter pad. Look, all that muck that picked up, that would have been on that spiral mat. And
Just been on that, mate. It'd have been on all of your other
Yeah.
media as well. And over time, it would be a real bad problem because you would also harbour bad bacteria as well
Yeah.
because you can't actually access and clean your media underneath. So that's doing a fantastic job. 3D filter pad's all put back in, is it?
yeah, it's all packed. We'll just put that plant back and it looks good as new.
Right, so to start with, Jakey boy, I just want to say massive well done. Got to give credit where credit's due because you're
Yeah.
doing it fantastic. But you know that I'm a massive believer in the mountain tree
Yeah.
with all of the biological media that they do, not just the spiral filter pad or the 3D filter pad, but the lotus root bacteria.
Yeah.
I just wanted to ask your opinion on, because you set that up yourself, that filter, I wanted to ask your opinion on how do you think that it's been running. Like, do you think the filter on its own, the canister filter that you have, or the pressure filter, would have been enough on its own without the other media that you've got?
No, that wouldn't have been enough.
So it's been beneficial to
Yeah,
have it.
it's beneficial and I definitely recommend it to anyone else.
Well, there it goes. Proof's on the pudding. I suppose for the amount of fish that you've got in there as well, we could get a few of those fish out as well and see
Yeah.
how much they've grown from when you first put them in there would be quite cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But is there anything else that you do before you're just waiting for that water to top up?
Oh, I put some beneficial bacteria in there.
And let me guess, you nicked that from me as well without me knowing.
No.
Because I've got this on film and I've caught you in action, what are you actually doing at the moment?
So what we're doing is we're going to use this filter bacteria kickstarter and this lactobacteria.
And how much of that do you use of each?
I use 100 ml of each in this little jar and mix them together.
Go on then, show us how it's done.
But before we put them in, we've got to give them a little shake around just to get all that going round and whatnot. You know what I mean? So if I
Just mix it up, like. Do this every week.
Yeah, every week. And if you'd be so kindly, you could put a little cheeky link in the comments.
What, you want me to leave a link in the comment section?
Yeah, because this is really good for my pond.
But tell the viewers, how much does that stink?
Oh, yeah.
It's
Cool.
humming, innit? It's
Yeah.
already stinking out this filter shed.
I'm just going to do it, well, because I can't really do it when the camera's facing it. A little bit more.
I did wonder why this was going down so quick, I'm not going to lie.
No,
And it's
yeah.
because you've been pinching it. If anyone wants to check out the link down in the comment section.
Get this lactobacteria in here. Just give that a shake as well.
Yeah. And do you warm that up as well or not?
No.
You don't. So I actually personally warm that up myself in another tub. How have you been doing it? Just putting it straight in together, have
Just
you?
putting it straight in together.
And it must be working. It doesn't need to be warmed up.
Oh, yeah.
So you saw my videos that I've been using it and you started using it as well.
Pretty much. God.
Don't touch your face, mate, because
Yeah,
this
I
stuff,
know.
anywhere near your face, you need to make sure you clean your hands. So that's all done. Put them back down and happy days. We'll go and get this into your pond then. How would you actually add yours to your pond then, Jake?
So I put it straight into my shower filter. I just lean over and just pour it all straight in. I like to just spread it around and just go along it, pouring it.
Just evenly spread along the top, yeah?
Yeah.
Next time I buy some, you're going to have to work an extra Saturday shift to help pay for it. Is that a
Yeah.
deal?
Deal.
I'm only joking with you, mate. What are you doing now, mate?
So you said I could do a measuring up, didn't you?
Yeah.
So I'm just going to have a couple of them, not all of them obviously, and just see how big they've got them.
All right, mate. Well, you do your thing. Lucky Mum's out because she says we got to do this outside, and what you got set up on the table.
Yeah.
Just don't make a mess, else Mum will kill you. You only need about an inch or two of water in there, all right?
All right.
So I've seen you got prepared. This was your measurements you writ down when you first got them, was it?
Yep.
Your Shuro 25, your Showa at 20, your Sankey at 16, your Kahaku at 24 and 19. And the 3D filter pad and the mountain tree on display, look. So this is the fun part of the hobby, isn't it, Jacob?
Yeah.
Just to see what they're actually looking like when they come out. That'll be enough water,
Yeah.
I would have said, mate, more than enough water.
So I decided to get my Kohaku and my Hayatsuri.
Do you think these have had good growth? Because I can certainly see the body on these fish look well impressive, to be fair, Jacob Broom.
Oh yeah, but one thing, why is this scale sparkling here?
Because that's what you call a bit of gin rin on it. And that is absolutely amazing, mate. That fish is going to look an absolute banger when he gets bigger. So, have you got your measurements, what you writ down last time? So your Kahaku was 24.
Yep.
Do you want to measure up now and just see where you're at?
Yep, I'll do
And
this.
this is, what's this, 6 weeks?
Yeah, it's about 6 weeks.
Right, so let's have a look then. You get the measurements going on.
20, I'd say 26.
Is that 26, is it?
Yep.
And then what about your Hayatsuri?
Just give them a little spin
Your
around.
Hayatsuri was...
I don't think I ever wrote that down, so we'll have to go back check and have a little view.
Alright, yeah.
I'd say 23.
23, well done, mate. Happy days.
Happy days.
I got to admit, they do look absolutely amazing. The skin on it, that's a real high quality koi right there, Jacob.
Oh yeah,
Look at the skin on that.
beautiful.
And the gin rin coming through. That looks amazing, mate. The body as well. It's not just the length what you've done, you've also put body on these fish.
Yeah,
Which,
that one needs a bit more body, but you can just tell by his head shape as well. You can tell he's going to be a big fish.
yeah, that's impressed me, mate, that is. That's a really nice koi right there.
Do you reckon
Really
he's going to
clean.
turn into a gin ren?
Well, it's already got
Yeah,
it's already got gin rin on it. You can see the
you can see it on his head as well by his fins. He's got it coming in.
you can see it underneath the scale. That's a really good sign to look out for.
That is stunning.
And your Hayatsuri looks amazing, mate. The
Yeah.
sumi on that looks incredible. That's come out a lot darker now since it's been in your pond
Oh yeah,
than what it was when you first picked it up.
and you can tell by it's got very few to no speckles on it.
That's why you picked it with Dave, innit?
Yeah,
So these koi come from Southwest Koi. Absolute amazing quality.
you can just see the Benny on the Kahaku just coming in absolutely brilliantly.
Really clean, mate, innit?
It's beautiful.
Really nice. Right, so you're going to get them put back. If you're growing fish, you must be doing something right. And for
Yeah.
a brand new pond, a new setup, you must be doing something right, mate. So get them back in. Happy days, boy. Right then, Jakey boy, I expect we better end the video here now, really, haven't we?
Yeah.
So I want to say a massive thank you to everyone for watching this video, because Jacob did want to make this video and share with everyone, didn't you?
Yeah.
And I want to say a massive thank you to Mountain Tree for sponsoring the channel with promoting some of the goodies that they send us in it to test and try
Yeah.
out. Are you happy with that 3D filter pad?
Oh yeah, I just want to say thank you to Mountain Tree as well for giving us all this good stuff.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I have spoke to Mountain Tree. Hopefully the 3D filter pad will be coming to the UK very soon. Anyone who wants to check out the Mountain Tree products, contact Mountain Tree themselves, and hopefully they can help you out and let you know where to buy it from in the UK. That being said, we want to say a massive thank you to watching, and if we don't see you in a week, we'll see you through a window. Thank your mother
For the rabbits.
for the rabbits. Over and out. Bosh.